Yo guys, so we back, and today we're going to talk about PSA not reopening their tiers. Basically, if you guys haven't been around or you guys haven't been paying attention, Nat Turner maybe a couple weeks ago said regular submissions were going to open back up again, and they did not, unfortunately, and life goes on. I was planning on it, but if you don't know who Nat Turner is, basically he's some business dude and he bought out PSA. So him and a bunch of homies did it, so just know that. Also, in his interview, if you guys didn't know, he said that he really wants to bring back bulk for $10, which I think isn't going to happen for a while. But at the end of the day, I can't tell if Nat Turner is a businessman, bro, or if he's actually down for the cause. It seems like he really likes cards. Like, he genuinely really likes cards a lot. I went on his Instagram, he has like a submission. He sent a submission to PSA forever ago, and he got it back, and it's like a bunch of bulk Zion cards. And he got like a bunch of 9s and 10s. I thought it was really funny. So that's the situation right now with PSA. And now that we know that they're going to slowly open up tiers and that they're really trying to go back to $10, apparently we got a game plan. So I got everything right here. I'm going to talk to you guys about my game plan. Just wanted to really go over that because that's what I've been worrying about the most is this PSA sub and trying to organize it and deal with the situation as it comes. And other than that, we're going to talk about PSA, CGC, BGS. I don't really do CGC, BGS that much, but they do have their niches in the hobby, I would say. So, I don't know. This is just kind of a quick check-in video. Talk to you guys about this. It's kind of like me calling you guys. Like me calling my mom, you know? Except you guys aren't my mom. You guys are the homies. But we're going to talk about cards. Just show you guys where I'm at in terms of PSA sub. Alright, I'm just going to go through these boxes and just rant and stuff. And show you guys what's up. In general, though, I feel like the market is actually doing pretty good. I know a lot of people are panic selling. But, I mean, you should panic sell. Cards are dead. But no, realistically, I think the market is really good, especially if you bought into the right things. I've seen the sports card market has taken a crazy huge dip. A lot of cards that were worth 600 are now worth like $50, which is insane. But that's only like the base cards. So I feel like the same is going to happen with Pokemon. I feel like the same already has happened with Pokemon, like all the random bulk, what is it, like GXs. Hidden Fates has gone down a lot from what I've seen, but Hidden Fates is kind of sick, so you can get some deals on Hidden Fates like slabs right now. I think I saw an Espeon PSA 10 shiny go for like $40. So there's a lot of deals right now. I think now is a really good time to just play in the market. It's a nice even balance of hype, but also a lot of people getting out, so not hype. So it feels good. Is that neutral? Does that mean it's neutral? Anyways, I'm still having a lot of fun in the market. Still buying a lot, still selling a lot. It's a good time, honestly. So if you guys are questioning if you should get in, you should still get in. You should still grade cards. It's just a matter of doing the right moves. And so I know okay, here are the tips to be successful in Pokemon cards. I know this is a tangent, but this is literally the only tips you need to be successful. And that's why I'm like, oh, how do I make videos about this? Because it's the same information regurgitated over and over and over again. But buy what you like. Buy in as cheap as you can, and don't buy into hype. That's literally it, and you'll be fine. So if you guys are questioning if you should start buying and selling Pokemon cards, just do it. Just do it. Follow those 3 things and develop your own intuition, and you'll be chilling. It'll be fun. It's actually a really fun, good time. So realistically, with grading, what I think you guys should be doing right now is dividing your cards into tiers. What I've been doing is dividing. You see this express box and this bulk box. These are definitely all bulk for the most part. This is express. These are ones I am willing to do higher tiers. So what I've been trying to do, I already submitted my express, so I can't show you, but I will show you guys with video clips that I pre-recorded specifically for this video. But I divided into tiers. So here's my express box. Open it up. Bam. It's not that big. I had like 8 cards I sent express. These ones I'm willing to do in the $100 tier. It's the McDonald's promos. I have a Trico Gold Star. I might end up trading or selling this locally to somebody. We'll see how that deal goes. But I'm not actively looking to sell it, but he really wants it. So we'll see what's up. But I think this will grade like an 8. We'll see. And what else? What is this card? Oh, this Golem right here. I cracked the Skyridge Golem. But these are cards I'm willing to do for 100. So figure out your price points and your margins. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? But just figure out, I'm separating cards into different categories and separating them into prices I'm willing to pay. And for these cards, here, I'm willing to be at around $50. I'm still debating it. But yeah, So that's the main thing I would try to figure out, and then also figure out which cards you want to send to CGC versus PSA versus BGS and all that stuff. I think that's probably the best game plan, just to be prepared for whatever happens. So once PSA opens up certain tiers, you can be like, oh, I can submit this card, and this price point makes a lot of sense, and I'm gonna send it in here, just so you can be prepared for whatever happens. So you have things ready as events happen within the grading stratosphere. Stratosphere, lol. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just be ready, be prepped, know your price points, know your margins you want to submit things in, and you'll be good. But for the rest of this video, I'm just going to show you everything. I'll start with the Express. I'll show you the pre-recorded videos. I'll talk the math on that right now, and then we'll slowly go through all these. Alright, so first card is Rocket's Mewtwo EX. PSA 8 goes for like 4, PSA 8.5 went for 5, PSA 9 goes for 8.15. This one's kind of a martyr card. You can see the little indent right here in the corner. It's actually really not that bad. I think it's pretty clean, but it's not, I don't think it's a guaranteed 9 or anything. I think it'll be an 8. It might even be a 7 if they're really harsh. Part of me is like, I don't trust the way I grade anymore after that most recent submission. Here's a preview without the sleeve. It looks pretty nice. It has a few gloss issues up here, but you can hardly see them on camera. It has like a weird little scratch right here. If I can get an 8 on this, I'll be happy. But like I said, this one's kind of a martyr card. We'll go to the next one. Oh, look at that in-depth video. So if you guys don't know, Team Rocket Returns has a lot of weird issues, especially like up here with like the cut. That's actually not whitening, it's just the way it was cut. But it all, oh, the Mewtwo has this. You see that slight, has a little bit of whitening right there, like on the surface. So we'll see how this card grades. I really want an 8. We'll see if it gets the 8. Next card is the Rocket Snorlax EX. I hope this gets a 9. If not, I kind of just sent this one in because I'm like, oh, maybe it'll get a 10, because this card is actually pretty clean. And if they're feeling really lenient that day, it could definitely get a 10. The only flaws I really saw is it has a little bit of whitening right here. Watch. I'm trying to show you. See that little speck? And then on the front, it has the slightest scratches. And then next, we got Torchic Gold Star. I really want a 9 on this. I hope it gets a 9. I bought this in a lot with the Trico down here that you see, and then the Mewtwo. I bought it in a lot for like $17.25, I think. So at the end of the day, I'm not, honestly, I kind of just want to submit cards just to submit cards. Like, the margins on these cards aren't that crazy unless they all get the highest grades I think they could. But at the end of the day, if I submit, basically through this whole Express submission, I am investing $3,725, including grading fees, and the lowest return is $4,400. Imagine if I lost like $3,000, but the lowest return after everything is $4,230. So that's $500 gained. It just adds a little bit of value to certain cards, and other cards, if I get the lowest grade, they even out. So this is all basketball too, by the way. So I showed the Trico right here. I think that'll get an easy 9. I'm praying for a 10. I know PSA is grading a lot stricter now, which I'm kind of bummed about. But it has that little bit of whitening in the corner, and that's pretty much it. The hollow is perfect on this one. Oh, the Torchic has a few hollow scratches too. But next, we got the Ja Morant on the horizon. I just really like this card. I got in for this card for pretty cheap, so I'm paying the $150. If it gets a 9, then it's still worth exactly the same, if that makes sense. Like, my margin would still be $150 if I sold it raw versus selling it as a PSA 9. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna submit it and maybe it'll get a 10. It'll probably get a 9. We will see. It might even get an 8. It has a little bit of whitening, but I don't know. I guess I just submitted these cards because I just wanted... Oh, whoops. Bye, Kevin Durant. I guess I just submitted these cards because I just wanted to feel something. They're not necessarily like, oh my god, like super worth it to submit. But yeah, there's that. And here's a Curry. I got a PSA 8 on this Curry. And I'm trying to resub it to get a 9 because I think it's 9-able. Look at the centering. I even looked at it again when I took it out and cracked it. And it doesn't even have like any scratch. It has one scratch on the front. It's not even that bad. And then I don't really think the whitening is that bad on the back either. So the price difference is ridiculous in a 9 versus an 8 also. An 8 goes for like I think 1,200, and a PSA 9 goes for 2,400. So big price difference. I thought it was worth. Maybe it'll just get an 8 again, which is fine by me, but I really do want a Stephen Curry 9. And last card, I cracked this card from a BGS 9, and I'm hoping for a PSA 9 or 10. I'm really hoping for a PSA 10. I understand why I got a BGS 9, but if we can get a higher, that would be awesome. I think PSA 10s of this card are going for like $3,000, so it felt good for me to just do it. If anything, I feel a PSA 9 is better than BGS 9, so we'll see what happens with that. Also, really quick, ignore those numbers I just said. I didn't include 3 cards. I only had 5, and that was the math for 5 of them. I added 3 more at the end. So keep that in mind. The actual real numbers are I invested $4,590 with grading fees. The lowest return possible is $6,680, and the highest return is gonna be around $13,365. That's if everything goes perfect and I get like a 10 on the Curry downtown. My Stephen Curry rookie gets a 9, all that stuff. It's mainly the sports cards that make up the majority of the bulk of the cash value in this, so keep that in mind. The biggest thing too is I got the Curry downtown for free, pretty much. Long story short is I got the Curry downtown and a Curry auto in a lot for $1,400, and it was a lot, and so I sold the Curry autograph recently for $1,400, so I'm in the downtown for free for the most part. It's maybe like a $20 difference, but that's the big difference maker, so we'll see what happens. So yeah, I have organized all my boxes. Watch, I'll show you. See, there's a piece of cardboard. What is this labeled? Sports. Oh, you guys can't see sports right here. Bam, what is this? This is not labeled. This is unorganized, actually. I forgot about that. But, so, I'll show you in this one here. Everything here should actually be labeled. So I kind of recommend doing this, at least. So I got reverse hollow. Oh, it says hollow for your screen, but I got reverse hollow here. We got Japanese hollow, Japanese WotC, if you guys see that. We got WotC. We got expedition starters. We got vending, and we got questionable. So first couple cards I kind of want to start out with are cards I'm not sending to PSA, which are these 3 right here. I'm actually sending these to CGC. I don't like CGC myself personally in terms of value, because you get a PSA 9, it's worth way more than a CGC 9, and you get a PSA 10, it's worth way more than a CGC 9.5. Odds are you're probably never going to get a CGC 10, so I don't necessarily see the value in it right now. Especially, I think if you did get in on CGC at the right time earlier and you got your submissions back, they added some value, but as of right now, I'm still a PSA fanboy, I admit it. I don't know. For me, PSA hits different than CGC. I get it. It almost feels like, I'm sorry if this starts like some sort of war, but it almost feels like the iPhone versus Android thing, where it's like, I don't know, iPhone just feels a little bit better. PSA, yes, Android has all these other things. You can do so many things with it, but I just like the way it feels. That's it. And I like the way it looks. So I might be biased. I might be a fanboy. It's fine. Life goes on. It just makes more sense to me. But for CGC, what does make... Oh, sorry, keyboard squeaking as I push it in. What does make sense to me is that CGC acknowledges errors, and so that feels really good to me. So first card we got right here is the Rayquaza Crimp. Do you guys see it? Look at this amazing rare. And then look at the Crimp, though. You guys see that? That one's dope. So stuff like this I'm okay with submitting to CGC because they acknowledge the error. Isn't this one nice? Isn't that such a nice Crimp, though? But, so, submitting error cards definitely to CGC. I think that's a vibe. I also might submit a Masaki Golem because it has the Masaki thing. I thought I bought one without one, but then I looked really hard. It has one. It's so small. But it does have the indent, so PSA would instantly give it a 6. And that's not worth it to me, so it might get a CGC 7.5 or 8, and that feels a little bit better. But... so, anyways, back to the CGC talk. I have a couple more errors. This is the Squirtle. I don't know if you guys see this, but the Squirtle is very blurry, and you can see it mainly in the 40 HP. There's a white right there. It's a registration error. I asked the Facebook group, the misprint group, and you can see it. Where else? It's really slight, but you can also see it in the retreat cost. It's right here. basically the white layer looks like it got misaligned, so everything's a little blurry. It's hard to see on camera, but you can definitely see it. So, and I posted on the group, and apparently this is actually pretty rare. The person who, I forgot their name, but they know a lot about, they collect Squirtle errors and stuff, and so they were like, yeah, I've never seen one, especially on a base set Squirtle. So we definitely take those. I got this in like a bulk box. And this, Electabuzz, it haunts me. If you're an OG subscriber, you know that Electabuzz haunts me. Hashtag Electabuzz haunts me. But comment that down below. But we have Electabuzz right here. As you guys can see, this one has a crazy misprint with the white. It's almost like the same as the Squirtle, but it's a lot more obvious. So it looks almost 3D. It's very blurry. So definitely going to submit this to CGC. I wish I had more errors to submit because it's kind of expensive to submit single cards without bulk, and then subgrades are expensive, and the error is another plus $5. But these three are the ones I'm looking at submitting. I think they're super dope. Those are cards I'm submitting to CGC. Alright, so this video is already really long. I'm going to try to make this fast. I'll show you the cards that I'm down to do. I already showed you the $100 cards I'm down to do. I'll just show you the cards that I'm in the $50-ish range for. So we'll just do it fast. We'll do Wartortle, Evolution Box, Error. I am questioning 50 for this. I think 50 is a good price range. I'm down to do the error on this one just because PSA acknowledges the error, so I'd rather have that. We got Green's Exploration. We got Celebi Gold Star. We got Dark Gyarados Reverse Holo, Dark Gyarados Reverse Holo, Dark Tyranitar Reverse Holo, Dark Tyranitar Reverse, Dark Houndoom Reverse, Dark Houndoom Reverse, Dark Magician Girl MFC First Edition. This one is so sick. I love this card. Anyways, we got Topps Chrome Jolteon. We got a bunch of Spectras from Topps Chrome Series 2. Series 2 is significantly... Oh, here's a Techno too. This is from Series 1. Techno is super rare. But I got a bunch of these Series 2. So Series 2 is way more rare than Series 1. To give you a perspective, I had a Slowbro and it had a dinged corner on it. I sold it for $80. Just raw. It were dinged corner. But these are a bunch of Series 2 Spectras. Super, super nice, actually. I got them for $15 a piece, which felt like a steal. So adding $50 to grade them is not bad to me. They're more personal collection, but I will probably move a couple. I always say everything is personal collection because if, like I said, buy what you like and it pays off. It really does. Like, these are so scarce and so rare, why not scoop them up? And so that's my $50 submission pile right now. And Team Rocket's returns is super sick. I think these will grade high. I think they should grade 9s, if not a few 10s. I have a whole pile of Team Rocket returns, so we'll see. But yeah, I did the math on those, and doing these at $50 grading, like the buy-in was good enough to be able to do these at $50 grading, so we'll see how that goes. Next pile I have is unsorted. These are the ones I still need to divide into categories. Still kind of figuring it out. But we have Graveler. We have Boss's Way. These are all legendary collection reverses so far. I think they're pretty... Bulbasaur. The Bulbasaur is not as clean, but Bulbasaur reverse really does hit. Dark Dragonair is not as clean. The Mewtwo's in bad condition. Articuno's not bad, though. So, we got those. We have the extra McDonald's promos right here. They're still really clean. For these, most of these cards are going to be $30 or less, I would say. So the majority of the cards that I've bought, I had the $30 grading fee in mind. Everything else I separated out just depending as the tiers open up, just to be prepared, like I said. But these I purchased with the $30 grading price point in mind, just because that's what I figured they would open bulk at. I am not sure about that anymore, but we'll see. So we have Ace Rolla first, Combuskin, Shello Staff. I think this one is so sick. Then we have Copycat Staff. We have Curlia Staff pre-release, Gabite. We have Victory Cup 3rd place, Flareon reverse. A lot of these are just random cards. Cyndaquil reverse, definitely super cool. We have Entei Gold Star, Suicune Gold Star, Raikou Gold Star. Some of these I might put in the 50. It just really, really depends. This Groudon is super hecked up. And then some of these cards too, I end up just pulling them out and just selling them to make the margins to buy other cards. So I know I pulled out a few cards. Look at this Pikachu Gold Star. This one's super hecked up, but I really just want a Pikachu Gold Star graded. Then we have Umbreon Prime. This one's really nice. Yeah, I'm not going to rush myself. Sorry if this video is long. This one's actually really, really nice. And then we have Espeon Prime. This one's kind of hecked up. It's not super awesome. I just like having both of them together. It makes me feel better mentally, but I might pull this out and just sell it. Same with this Vaporeon Gold Star. I bought this one too high, and it's not in the best condition. But, so basically, from time to time, I will pull out cards where I'm like, oh, this is going to grade like an 8, and it's not worth it to me. And I'll pull them out and just sell them just to fund other purchases. Because a lot of this is just becoming stagnating inventory. It's just sitting here doing nothing. That's why I'm slow. Like, that's why I'm dividing everything into categories. So I can do, I can express this and make moves with it or keep it. Just so I know what I'm doing with the cards. And then same with the $50 cards. This Melodic is so cool. I love all these random shinies. Bam. Ponyta. Wurmple. Creator Club. I wish I had the rest of these. These are so sick. And then we got this Entei. I got this Entei for $20 at their most recent Collecticon. Isn't that crazy? This is really dope. We got the Palkia. We got the Dialga. Got this from a pack that a subscriber sent us, which is super cool. Love this card. But like I said, I'm still sorting through these and trying to figure out which ones are... First, they need their own categories, and then after that, they also need... Some might be worth in the $50 category. This Absol is super nice. I love this card. It's from Magma Aqua. It's the secret rare, I think. Love it. This one's actually really clean. Vaporeon Skyridge Japanese. We got the VS Skarmory. Skarmory Expedition. I love E-Reader. I wish I had more. We have the Blastoise Expedition. And we have some modern. I should have more. Oh, yeah. I don't know why these are here. It's a little bit disorganized, but that's why it's the unorganized pile. Lol. But then we have Bellossom, Aquapolis. Some of these aren't the best. Some of these are like 8s. They're not guaranteed 9s. And some might even be 7s, but I don't really remember. I just slowly go through these every once in a while and weed them out and then separate them into categories. We got the Ariados, Aquapolis, Azumarill, and then we got the Suicune, Aquapolis. And then we got a bunch of modern cards. We have the 2 Reshizards. I have one that's actually centered really good and in good condition. I don't know which one's which. But we'll see what happens with those. Mina, Wick, Snorlax. Altarts are really dope. I love Altarts. Like this Gyarados, Mewtwo Mew, Rayquaza, Hidden Fates, Ninetales, Hidden Fates. Then we got some Yu-Gi-Oh! Just submitting it. Oh, I love Dark Magician Girl, so I've been submitting these. The Toon one from the Jump magazine, I'm pretty sure. And then I have Dark Magician Girl Lost Art. Found these just chilling, so figured I'd pick them up. Even if they get 9s, I'm happy. Alright, next pile we have is EX cards. These are actually sorted in their own category, so we have a couple Japanese ones. These are just cool ones that I like. Wailord, Aggron. A lot of these are pretty nice. I am hoping to get 9s on most of them. If not some 10s, especially on the Sandstorm ones. Like, pretty much all of these. These all came from the same collection. And they all look pretty good. Like, let me just pull one out randomly, I guess. Watch, it's going to be the worst one. But, let's see. It looks pretty nice, right? Like, look at these. These are clean. And I checked out the holo. It has a little bit of whitening right there on the bottom. But I think these are actually really nice for what they are, which is EX era cards. And then we have Wigglytuff. We have the Celebi Pop promo. We have Latios, Rayquaza, Moltres, Fire Red, Muck, Groudon, Entei, Regice, Registeel, and Kyogre. So, pretty nice little lot. I think these are... I can't wait to grade these. Some of these I might pull out for the 50, and we'll see what happens. Some of these will probably be in a 50 pile. The other ones will be 30. Just to keep that in mind. Hopefully I can get some 10s. But I'm not rushed to grade these like I am the Snorlax, because I just want to get the Snorlax graded because it looked really clean. And Team Rocket Return EX, nothing compares to that pretty much. Next pile is sports. We'll do this one fast because I know this is a Pokemon YouTube channel, but I got a bunch of Curry rookies. Curry, the GOAT Pokemon. Look, I have so many Curry cards. That's pretty much sums up my sports submission. I was buying out a bunch of Currys before the Curry thing even happened. But yeah, that's that. Here's sports. Here's a couple Kobe rookies. Pretty sick. Draw your own Jordans. I think these look so dope. Honestly, don't they look sick? They remind me of the Illustrator cards. Gonna get some of these graded. And yeah, that's pretty much it for sports. I did that one fast just for you Pokemon homies. So I do have a pile full of vending, but I am going to skip that just because if you guys watch my last video, you will know, or not my last video, but it was a Collecticon pickup video. It's a bunch of vending. So we're going to start with these. These, I definitely want to do 10, maybe 20, maybe 30 if I'm feeling it, but I want them in the $10 to $20 range. I don't think that'll happen for a while, but if that's the case, we'll see. I'm just holding on to these. I think these are super cool. Some of the better ones, like the Squirtles and stuff, I might submit. But yeah, so these are Expedition starters. I just love Expedition as a set, so just want to submit a bunch of these. I already submitted a handful of Charmanders. But yeah, no, I think these are super cool. So, and they're definitely way more scarce than Unlimited base set. So, just submitting a bunch of those. That's definitely going to be in one of the lower end tiers whenever those open up. Next is WotC Hollows. We have, what do we got? First Edition Dark Blastoise, Light Vaporeon, Light Flareon, Light Jolteon, Pikachu Dual Stamp, D Edition Butterfree, First Edition Erica's Ivysaur, Blaine's Arcanine Unlimited, Ho Unlimited, No Symbol Snorlax, Heracross First Edition, Raikou First Edition, Moltres First Edition, Dark Espeon First Edition, and Espeon First Edition, and Delibird First Edition. So, have these. These are definitely probably more $30 submission cards. I think they're really cool, but they aren't necessarily worth it for me to do any higher tier. Maybe the Dark Blastoise. But, like I said, most of these cards I bought with the $30 submission price in mind. So, for me, it just has to be worth it. And right now, $30 seems like the price point for those. And winding down to the last couple piles, we have Japanese WotC, Bam. These are actually pretty nice. I'm hoping for 9s on most of these. Blastoise. 9s, maybe a 10 somewhere. Really hope one of these Blastoise gets a 10, but we'll see. Ninetales, Moltres, Zapdos, the Gengar, Houndoom, Umbreon. This one is so nice, but it's a little bit off center. I'm so hurt about that. And the Mewtwo. So that's that. And might as well just knock out the last pile, and it's my reverse hollow pile. If you guys know me, I love reverse. If you know me, you know I love Stephen Curry and reverse hollows. But so we got Rocket's admin, we got the Pokeball, we got Kingdra, Delibird, a lot of Team Rocket in here. We got some Deoxys reverses, Holland Phantoms, Emerald reverse is so nice too. Look at the Pokeballs, you guys see that? Looks good. Then we got a Dragon Frontiers, Ninetales, Blaziken, 2 Blazikens from Holland Phantoms. We got the Ditto Delta Species, Crystal Guardians Charmeleon, Power Keepers Charmeleon, Feraligatr Dragon Frontiers, Holland Phantoms Mewtwo, Pichu Emerald, Emerald Swablu, Plusle, Minun. These are just dope. I love this art together. Look, you see it makes a rainbow. But yeah, no, I think these are super sick. And then just a few common and uncommon Team Rocket returns that I thought were gradable. Hoping to get 10s. Very doubtful, but as long as we can get 9s, then we'll be happy. Alright, that was a very long video, but now you know. Now you know everything about my life. This is everything my life has amounted to in the past 3 or 4 months or whatever. But that's my submission. That's everything. That's what I'm planning to do with my cards for grading. So you guys have that perspective. Like, subscribe. If you guys have made it this far, you guys are the GOATs. Tell me your favorite card. Tell me your favorite card. Comment your favorite card from the submission below. I'll do some sort of giveaway. I'm not really sure what yet. I have cards everywhere. I'll figure it out. But yeah, do that and I'll mail out some cards for you guys. So like, subscribe, say what's up, tell me your favorite card, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Later. Bye.